Inigo Jolliphant and Miss Susie Dean have been patiently waiting their turn in our story. To tell it, we move back in time to Inigo's first day at rehearsals with the Good Companions. A day of surprises and disappointments.
I say, Susie.
What is it, Professor?
These songs of yours.
Yes.
They're a bit feeble, aren't they?
Could you do any better?
Absolutely. Half a dozen in the morning. I mean, there might be tripe. Well, there's tripe and tripe, isn't there?
Sorry to butt in, but it's my turn, isn't it?
You're welcome to him. And the name is Miss Dean.
And what was all that about?
Well, I told her I thought her songs were, well, tripe, I suppose.
That wasn't a very good idea.
Excuse me a moment.
If you insist.
I think I ought to explain.
There's nothing to explain. You think my act is tripe.
No, not you, not your act. It's just some of the songs. I mean, look at some of the titles. Going to Tea with Trixie, Daddy's Little Girl.
Well, I'm not going to sing the British Grenadiers, thank you very much.
We don't have to. We can concoct some new ones, some of our own songs. What do you think?
I'll tell you what I think. I think you've got a damn cheek. You haven't been in the show 5 minutes. You've never seen an audience in your life.
Yes.
Do you think I'm in your infant class,
Well, I only thought we could
Oh,
get some...
there's tripe and tripe, absolutely.
Tripe?
That was the word he used, I believe.
Jimmy, I shan't be able to appear in the show tonight. Mr. Jolliphant here, who so kindly condescended to play for us, says that my songs aren't worth playing.
I didn't.
Oh, of course you did.
Children. Pity poor James. You're going home for something nice and tasty for your tea. I'm not. Now say you're sorry. I don't care if you haven't done anything. Say you're sorry. It's the only way.
Well, I'm awfully sorry, Susie.
Miss Dean, thank you.
All right, Miss Dean. I repeat, I'm awfully sorry if I offended you. I didn't mean to.
And that's the only way, is it? I accept your apology, Mr. Jolliphant. And if you were to write the best soubrette songs in the whole world, here and now, I wouldn't sing them. And that's that.
Good.
Good.
Come and have a talk with Uncle James in the orchestra pit. Now, there's one thing they did not teach you at Cambridge, my boy, and that is tact. Don't say these things. Think 'em, but don't put 'em in the book of words. And whatever you do, don't try to be clever. Clever people scare us stiff. Come on, cheer up, play us a tune.
What, one of these?
Play with your own tunes, Jolliphant.
Oh, right.
And so it was, during the Good Companions' memorable week at the Sandy Bay Pier Pavilion, that Inigo and Jimmy Nunn first shared the joy of creative composition.
Standing on the seashore with a barrel of pale ale.
I agree with the audience.
Too subtle.
Nay, lad, too daft.
I didn't know you could talk Yorkshire.
I'm a quick learner.
How about this? Walking on a tight rope. When it's such a pretty stroll. Toodle-oodle idle. I stay up there for hours. I never see a soul.
Are you trying?
Well, just everything comes out silly. what you call clever.
Look, I've told you. Just listen to Jimmy for a moment. Clever things are out. They're no good. It's got to be dead simple. The audience have got to walk in there, hear it once, and they got to know it. It's like two lovely black eyes, or it's a long way to Tipperary, or...
Tell me more about that.
Yes, hallelujah chorus. I understand, absolutely. Hallelujah, hallelujah.
Come on, look. Concentrate. Around the eyes.
Anything else?
No, I've got this terrible hammering noise in my head.
There, that's finished. You can get on now in peace.
Good.
You sure you don't like that gas stove idea?
I'm positive.
Sitting on the gas stove with a sausage in my ear.
I'm just slipping round the corner.
Right.
Yes. What did you say?
I'm slipping round the corner.
He's slipping round corner.
Slipping round the corner.
Well, that's what I
Brilliant.
said.
Yes, lad. Just like you're a genius. You're a genius.
Shakespeare,
just lad.
Chaucer, Wordsworth, Keats and Shelley all rolled into one with dropped ages.
If I stop here, I'll end up as daft as you lot.
Slipping round the corner with a sausage in my ear.
No, come on. Just listen a minute. Just keep quiet for a second.
Right.
Slipping round the corner where nobody can see.
Where nobody can see.
That's
yes,
right.
Where nobody.
Slipping round the corner. Yeah, again. Slipping round the corner.
Repeat that,
Right.
yes.
Now we've got to get a C. A rhyme with C.
Miraculously, before Jimmy and Inigo had finished, Jerry Jerningham was looking at the manuscript, humming and tapping his feet.
It's a wonderful little number.
Do you really think so?
There's nothing to touch it, nothing. It must be my number. I insist it's mine.
You've got to ask the composer.
I never could resist praise. Yes, of course you can see.
You look like being a right little girl.
Pretty round the corner.
It really is sublime. Me and my darling, we're slipping all the time. Place of any, and it doesn't cost a penny. So if you're a pretty thing, you're looking for a thing, try slipping round the corner with me. Try slipping round the corner with me.
That's a splendid song, Jonathan.
Are you sure he can't put that bit in about the gas stove?
Now, where did you get that perfect little fat duck of a number? Oh, never mind. Tell me afterwards. Let's have it again. Oh, come on. Let's have it again. I want to try it, Jerry.
Top there. Wait. 1, 2, 3, 4. Slipping round the corner.
See, slipping round the corner, my darling me. Slipping round the corner, it's alive. Me and my darling, we're slipping all the time.
Hold on. It's this corner.
Where did it come from? Tell me all about it.
It's my new number.
And here's the boy who wrote it. As soon as I heard it, I said, that's a winner, my boy.
And it's mine.
And you've let let Jerry Jerningham have it?
Well,
Yes,
Yes.
let Jerry Jerningham have it.
why not?
I tell you what, I was in a hotel in Chicago once, and there was this waiter, a little Jewish lad. He was tickling away at the piano. I went over to him, and he said...
I think you're a mean pig.
No, that's not what he said. He was Jewish.
I don't think I was either. I mean, mean or a pig. You see what I mean?
Somebody ought to say they're sorry to somebody, but I'm not sure who.
Inigo didn't know either. He couldn't help feeling that he had more than met his match in Susie. But perhaps the right song, a small thing but his own, might restore the balance.
When you said you'd never sing one of my songs, I thought, well, that you'd never sing one of my songs.
Well, I know what I said, but I didn't mean it.
Oh, well, I couldn't help thinking from the
You
way
ought
you
to
were
have
carrying
known
on.
I didn't mean it. Besides, you...
Besides what?
Well, I thought if you did write anything, it would be dreadful. They usually are.
Invariably, yes.
And then I must say, you're very clever. You'll make heaps of money if you go on turning out things like that. It really is a catchy little number. I suppose you're writing one for Elsie Longstaff or one of the others now.
No.
Excuse me.
Jess O'Croyd was not a happy man this week at Sandy Bay, but we shall examine the source of his anxiety at the proper time. Our concern is Inigo, who doesn't know whether he is happy or not.
Writing another daft song, are you?
Not exactly dark.
Well, I'll leave you to it then.
But don't blame me.
Well, it's not a very cheerful song.
I know.
And it's written to be sung by a chap.
Well, it's a bit tricky when you're a chap trying to
But
write
it
stuff
seems
for
a very clever song.
Well, quite a clever chap.
All right, then. Let's see how clever. Pretty girls all set me thinking how I'd like to play the fiddle. But in seconds I am sinking in the deep end of the pool.
Can you get down?
All right. I set off with good intentions, resolutely keep my word. But I find the whole invention absolutely quite absurd. Now is it I'm too clever?
Whistle this bit, right?
I'm very good at that. I'm sure it's almost never my
No,
fault.
emphasise the almost, because really it's always his fault, you see?
Yeah.
I'm sure.
Sure it's almost never my fault. Blame the champagne, blame the wine, blame the moonlight shining on the waters of the Rhine, blame the flowers, blame the moon, blame the truth, blame the teardrops in your eyes, but don't blame me, blame the dancing in the dark, blame the nightingale that was singing up in the park, blame the mind that doesn't think, blame the one who said, why not have another drink, blame the music that...
And so it was, on the night that the good companions came into their true inheritance and created the now celebrated riot at Sandy Bay, so it was that Miss Susie Dean won every heart in the house. Susie left Inigo Joyfant gasping. It appeared that his imagination hadn't deceived him when, hearing her voice for the first time, he had seen a curtain go shooting up. That curtain was still going up, higher and higher. After the riot at Sandy Bay, the good companions were on the road again. They were on their way to Middleford, a grim coal and iron town in the northeast. It was the longest Sunday journey they had undertaken, and Miss Trant had gone on ahead by car with Mr. Oakroyd, leaving the others to fill this compartment and the long hours before it was time for the inevitable change at Hicklefield.
I see great success. Money, admiration, power. A really great success. And it'll come, unexpectedly in a 5.
Well, 5 what? Can't you tell?
But no, just a 5. And, it'll come through a dark man.
Oh, no, not a dark man, anything but that.
Charlie Norris's minstrel troupe is Skegness.
Shut up, Jimmy. You're old enough to know better.
Talking of minstrels, I was in New Orleans
I
once.
thought you might be.
I had my fortune told by a big black mammy with melon seeds.
Well, they use little else in New Orleans, you know.
She told me I was going to break my arm. Don't go to the north or to the south, sir, she said to me. But I did, and a week later I was in Nashville.
You broke your arm?
No, but the fellow I was with broke his leg.
Amazing.
Oh, you may remember him, old Horace Carson. He used to go around with that woman in the barrel illusion.
I remember the barrel.
Yes, queer, isn't it?
I've known people to scoff before, Mr. Jolliphant. Sometimes once too often. Like that young fellow who joined us at Rawston Repertory. What was his name, Joe?
What was his name?
At Rawston. He'd been in a lawyer's office and said he didn't believe in bad luck.
Oh, yes, I remember. He was the best soloist player I ever met in my life. He knew every card in your hand. Oh, I remember him, all right.
What was his name?
I can't remember.
I don't know. I live with him sometimes.
I don't believe in these things myself.
You don't believe in anything, just yourself and White's dancing shoes. And that stuff that says all handsome men are slightly sunburned.
Don't be so personal. I know why you're passing remarks.
I know why as well. So do I.
I don't know why.
Because the only bouquet of flowers since we started out on tour was for him. And we don't even know who sent them.
Nor do I, my dear. Cross my heart, nor do I.
Pretty Mr. Jurdigoot,
Just
kite
shut
from
up.
Birmingham, wearing
Oh, look, leave the boy alone. You're only jealous.
Have you finished with our cards? Fancy another game of solo, Joe?
Oh, I don't think we have time, have we? We shall be in Hicklefield in a minute.
Oh, I seem to have spent half my life waiting to change trains at Hicklefield.
Do we have to change at Hicklefield?
Everybody changes at Hicklefield.
I remember once I changed the train at Kathmandu.
The others agreed that Hicklefield was inevitable and told one another how often they had met people they knew in the refreshment room, and soon they were running slowly into the station itself.
Napoleon, he was on the march with 1,000,000 men or more, with guns and flags and cavalry, all ready for the war. On the nights before the battle, he said to Josephine, "Do you go through to Waterloo?" She said, "I know what you mean. He was in his plane and flying oh so high across the wide Atlantic in the twinkling of an eye.
He asked the seagull.
Is that France? Like
like it says upon my map.
The seagull taking careful aim.
Left a message on his cap.
Change that little field. Mr. Valentine's will be alright.
Oh, no, not another platform alteration.
Signal for platform 9.
Just come from platform 9.
Back over the bridge.
3 times round the station.
Upward and upward.
Come on, you beast, aren't you going to carry anything?
I'll carry Susie.
Everybody else has.
Christopher Columbus sailed away to the USA. But he turned left instead of right when passing Morecambe Bay. I am looking for America. He asked the mermaid fair.
I'll help you, gentle sir.
She said,
But you won't find it there.
Jimmy!
It's enchanting. See it when the flowers are out.
It's the same train.
what time is this train due to depart?
Another 20 minutes.
20 minutes. I know a licensed refreshment bar not 90 seconds from here.
Right? Who's thirsty?
Everybody!
Head due west for alcohol.
I was just getting nicely settled. It's fun, isn't it? In a hideous sort of way.
Oh, yeah, I quite enjoy Sunday travel if my insides are under control. Oh, my God.
Jimmy? Jimmy, what's the matter? Are you all right?
Yeah, it was nothing. No, nothing. I just had one of my attacks, that's all.
What sort of an attack?
Look, get my bag down, would you mind?
Yes.
Got a little flask in there. Always keep it hidden from Morton Mitchum.
Jimmy, you do look awful.
Yeah, well, I'll be all right as soon as I've had my medicine.
Are you sure you're all right?
Yeah, I feel better already. Saw something unexpected, that was all.
Well, what do you mean unexpected?
Look, mind your own business. Go and get a cup of tea.
Look, Jimmy.
Yeah, no. Sugar's getting cold.
Yeah.
And what do you want? Never mind.
I want a quart of brandy.
Are all these seats taken? Huh? I said, are all these seats taken?
Yes.
Are they all with you?
Yeah, that's right. We're a party from the local hospital.
Where's Susie? I thought she was coming with you.
Yeah, I sent her for a cup of tea.
Thought you were coming with us.
Yeah, well, I had a sudden attack of the screaming abdos.
Oh, it's like a rugby scrum in that bar. I'd rather die of thirst than suffocation.
Alcoholic poison has always been an ambition of mine. If I could get my insides under control.
Are you all right, Jimmy? You look a bit green.
Yeah, well, it's the time of the year. I ain't been sprayed yet.
Vernian metal court.
Lead to the men Prescotts. You must know them.
Has she got red hair?
They They generally work Scarborough in the summer.
What about the member?
Resting.
Has he got red hair? Anyway, they've been booked for pantomime. Cinderella, Baron Hardup and Dandini.
Whereabouts?
Warrington.
The graveyard of champions.
If they like you, they let you live.
Are you all decently refreshed? No, we couldn't get near the bar for Chugin Chow. I managed to get served not once, but twice. It's an art form, like painting or sculpting.
Susie.
There's plenty of time. There's not all that much. These trains are never punctual.
Train goes to Middleford.
I had been wondering about that myself.
Did you really jump out just to keep me company?
Yes.
I think it's sweet of you, Inigo.
Inigo, though he did not say so, thought it was rather sweet of him too.
Excuse me.
Yes, sir.
Can you tell us the time of the next train to Middleford, please?
9:45, platform 207.
Splendid, thank you.
9:45?
Platform 207.
That's over 4 hours to wait.
It's a good train. It'll have you in Middleford by 11.
And how is one supposed to pass 4 hours in Hicklefield on a Sunday?
Well, your best plan is to get somebody nice to talk to, miss.
4 hours.
4 hours.
Excuse me,
Yes?
are you theatricals?
Yes?
Changing trains here?
In the fullness of time, yes.
He's probably looking for lodgers.
You wouldn't happen to be travelling with a Mr. Nunn?
What, Jimmy Nunn?
James Nunn.
Oh, yes, we're all with the same company, the Good Companions. Jimmy's an old friend of mine.
Pierrot troupe, is it?
A concert party, actually.
And where are you going to next?
At Middleford.
And where next?
Well, if you really want to know, we're going to a place called Tubera.
Not far from here.
I dare say. It has a theatre royal, that's all I know about it.
The Good Companions.
Can we give him a message? Who should we say we saw?
He'll want no message from me. I saw him on the train, and I think he saw me. I'm his wife.
Well, how extraordinary. Do you know, I've known Jimmy for ages and I never
knew he'd got a wife.
I didn't know. Hey, but listen. I'm Susie Dean, and Jimmy used to know my father very well.
I knew him too. Charlie Dean's girl.
Yes.
Yeah, you've the look of him.
Oh, it is wonderful to see you.
Is it?
Well, of course it is.
I don't think it's wonderful. It takes more than that to surprise me. Good afternoon.
Oh, no. Surely you're not going like that, not without saying anything
Without
at all.
any intention of being rude, I must tell you, I think you're a good deal too excitable. You get out of the habit of working yourself up about nothing. Grow on you, miss, and that's all there is to it. Good afternoon.
Of all the dried up, bony, beastly women.
Jimmy saw her on the platform, and that's why he rushed back to the carriage and was all funny.
Yes, he was, wasn't he? Do you think that's what makes a comedian?
Hey, let's go somewhere for 4 hours.
And go somewhere they did. There was a light fog all over the town. Our two lost children wandered aimlessly until night fell.
Methinks the air doth not smell wooingly here, my Sue. In fact, the place gives me the hump, absolutely.
It's not a sign of life anywhere.
My God, a tram. Oh, Susie, that is life as we know it in Hicklefield.
Let's get on it. See what happens.
Get on it? Oh, of course, absolutely.
This is better. At least we're going somewhere.
It's like a great galleon.
Even if we don't know where.
I believe all the best galleons operated that way.
Inigo Jolliphant realised at once that the front of this tram in Hicklefield was the only place in the world for him. He would go on being in love with her forever and ever. This was it. There could be no mistake.
Susie. I say, Susie.
Well, Inigo?
Just I say.
It's an hour's run to the end of the line. If it's the pleasure of the journey that doesn't attract you.
Is there anywhere that we can get tea at the end of the line?
There's an hotel.
Oh, is it a good one?
Sumptuous, I'm told.
Oh, very well. 2 tickets to the end of the line, please, Captain.
Very good.
And then Susie began talking, telling the tale of her past. A dream within a dream. It was all so strange. Inigo has never forgotten it.
I can't help thinking about the past. I suppose it must have been meeting Jimmy's wife that set it all jumbling away in my head. My parents, they were both in musical comedy. He was a baritone lead, and she did soubrette parts. French maids as a rule. Oh, but she was half French. And they were both playing in Florodora in Manchester when they got married. And Dad always had this dressing case thing with him, and it had something on it. With the best wishes of the Florodora Company, Manchester. I always want to cry when I think about that. Those little tiny figures all in a bright light and Tell Me Pretty Maiden and everything. And it's way back there in 1902. And not one of them knows what's going to happen. Oh, do you see, Inigo? It's just sort of life, the real thing. And either you've got to laugh at it or cry a bit when you look at it like that. I hardly knew my mother. I was only about 2, and then I was with an aunt, and then Father decided to take me round with him on tour. Oh, I was about, 5 or 6. There were dozens of towns, but they all seemed alike. Only sometimes the landladies would call me poor little dearie, sometimes Doy, and sometimes Hinny. And then when Father came home from the theatre, I'd wake up and go downstairs and we'd have cow heels done in milk with onions. He didn't used to drink very much, but I always knew when he'd had one too many because he'd start to cry over me and say that I was promised never to go near the stage. And then he always ended up by giving me what he called elocution and ear tests, and telling me that all I had to do was to work really hard to get to the top. He said it was born in me.
Is he still alive?
He decided it wasn't good for me being on tour all the time. So he found another aunt near Clapham Common. And I went to school. Ugh, it was hateful. I went back with him when I was 15, into concert party with him the following year. I saw him taken into hospital and I nearly saw him die. I was just too late. He always used to make jokes about latecomers. What's the matter? Have trouble parking the tandem? But I do wish I'd been with him.
Susie, I must tell you now, I've made the most tremendous discovery. I adore you.
But Inigo, how nice! I thought you did, though. Do keep on, won't you?
But it's much more serious than that. It's not just friendliness. It's everything. It's every mortal blessed thing and forever and ever.
You sound as if you're about to propose. It's not as bad as that, is it?
Of course it is. And I am proposing to you and anything else you like. I'm in love with you. Absolutely. Frantically. It's marvellous. It's terrible.
Oh, I am sorry.
And all the time you were talking just now, I was just dying to kiss you. Still am. You're laughing at me.
Oh, no, I'm not. But I'll tell you a secret. I've rehearsed this conversation heaps of times.
What, with me?
No, not with you, stupid. No, just a rather vague but frightfully attractive young man who was in love with me. And he'd say a lot of the things that you've been saying, though in more detail. And then I'd tell him how sorry I was, but I'd never marry. I was dedicated to the theatre. And then I'd tell him to go away and fall in love with somebody else.
Oh, no such thing.
That's exactly what he said in the scene I rehearsed.
I'm not a vague but attractive young man in your imagination. I'm real, more or less. Doesn't that make a difference?
I know it ought to, and I'm really excited.
Well, there you are, then.
And really sorry.
When the lady looks at you and the music plays and misty magic leaves you in a daze, remember, summer madness comes before the fall. Remember, you must read the writing on the wall. If I say I love you, you must read between the lines. If I say I need you, you must read between the lines. It has to be said, I can't love you A to Z, but perhaps from A to J, okay. If this were a work of art, I'd affirm a lifelong passion. But with hand upon my heart, it isn't quite my fashion. If our stars are fated, I'll pause with you a while. But domesticated isn't my style. If I say you're smashing, you must read between the lines, and really rather dashing. You must read between the lines. My best endeavor cannot grant my love forever, but perhaps until tonight. All right. It's important to be free. It's important to be me. But I'll still be your true friend till the end, till the end, my friend. Between the
They're here.
Where?
I don't know. But I'm given to understand it's highly sumptuous.
It is quite sumptuous.
Certainly not squalid.
No, absolutely not.
Shall we, we just about manage an hour here.
Then that's just right, and I think you're very clever to have planned it so nicely. But then you are clever, aren't you, Inigo? And I do like you.
Ah, tea.
Now, I insist on paying for the tea because all this was my fault. Thank you.
What's funny?
That woman. Turn round. No, casually, so she doesn't notice you're looking.
Oh, good God. What's she staring at? Is there something wrong with us?
Oh, that's what I've been wondering. I've been trying to go over myself and I seem all right. Perhaps she's wondering if she knows us.
Well, she doesn't know me, thank God.
Well, she might have seen me somewhere. I've played all over the country and I must see somebody who's seen me sometimes, mustn't I?
Well, I didn't expect to see in Hicklefield, or anywhere else for that matter. I wonder if I dare risk another loss. What's the matter? Has the bird of paradise flown?
Oh, no, I'm intruding. Oh, let me help you. Oh, no, I'm sure I'm intruding.
No, not at all.
No, not at all. Really, won't you sit down?
Please sit down, yes.
Please be careful of the hot water.
Yes, and the bread and butter.
Oh, I ought to introduce myself. I'm Lady Partlet.
Oh, well, I'm Susie Dean, and this is Inigo Jollyfarm.
Oh, I know.
See?
Oh, I'm sorry.
I've seen you in a concert party called the Good Companions at Sandy Bay. I saw you 3 times.
3 times? Glutton for punishment.
Inigo, you are a fool. He doesn't mean to be rude. It's just that sometimes he's so silly.
Oh, I know. I understand. Artistic temperament.
No, the bread and butter, actually.
Are you on your way somewhere now?
But we decided to go the scenic route.
I'm sorry.
I have to laugh every time I think of Middleton.
I don't know why I'm laughing. I haven't had such a good laugh in years. Oh, I do like a good laugh. Oh, dear. Well, now, I think I'd better order you some more tea. You seem to have spilt most of what you had. Oh, dear. We could have some cocktails with the bars open. Or some chocolates. Have a cigarette.
We've got a train to catch,
A
actually.
tram and then a train.
A galleon.
Oh, my chauffeur can take you.
Oh, your chauffeur.
Yes, Lawley can take you.
You're a fine ball go with Lawley. Good chap.
Do you know, I haven't seen such a good show at Seaside in years. I told lots of people about you.
Oh, thank you so much.
I'm almost in the business myself.
Oh, I know the feeling.
My late husband, Sir Joseph Partlet, he was very interested in the theatre. As a sideline, of course. As a matter of fact, he owned a couple of theatres.
Really? Nice ones?
West End.
Oh, lovely.
I have a controlling interest now.
Do you know, we dream about people like you every night. I can't believe you're real.
Neither can I, absolutely.
Well, I don't have much to do. I just sign a few bits of paper now and again.
If Jerry Jerningham were here now, he'd probably want to kidnap you.
Jerry?
Jerningham?
Jerningham.
Yes, our light comedian and dancer. Oh, you must remember.
Oh, I do. He was wonderful.
Yes, the funny thing is that off stage he's such a terrible...
Terribly nice young man. Oh, just as charming off as on. It's funny. The way he attracts all the women in the audience. They'd run after him if they could, but they can't. He's never to be found.
Really? Is he, married?
Oh, no, he's not married.
Who on earth would want to marry you?
No, he's terribly dedicated.
Oh, wedded to his art.
Oh, I am glad I met you.
Oh, we're delighted, Lady Partlet.
Oh, yes. Thrilled to bits. Absolutely.
And
And she gave me this box of chocolates as well.
She's as mad as a hatter.
Well, she's crazy over Jerry Jerningham, that's for certain.
Which proves she's as mad as a hatter.
Don't you see? It must have been her who sent the flowers. After the show in Sandy Bay, the bouquet.
Gosh!
Oh, it must be wonderful to have lots of money.
Overrated. And where the devil Lawley with a limousine?
You see?
Quickly, before it turns into a pumpkin. No, thank you.
Oh, go on.
I don't need luxuries.
I do. Oh, wouldn't it be lovely to have lots and lots of money?
Didn't someone say I can make a lot of money from writing songs?
Oh, yes, heaps and heaps if the right people hear them.
Very well. I shall make a lot of money for you.
I don't want your money, you absurd creature. I want to be rich all by myself.
I don't believe you know what you want.
Then that just shows you know nothing about me. I want to be a star. I want to be Susie Dean. Bang! Like that. Enter Susie Dean. Bang! There she is. I want them all to say. And then when I'm very rich and famous, I shall run away from it all.
Sounds a lonely sort of life.
But I'll have heaps and heaps of friends. You'll be one of them, won't you, Inigo?
I suppose so.
Hours later, Inigo found himself with a pretty head resting on his shoulder, to his delight. There was perhaps a bitter flavour of irony in this delight, for she had made it plain that he had little to hope for from her, and this was only the surrender to sleep. The very cramp that soon invaded his limbs took on a romantic beauty.
Oh, just made it. I was in the bar of the White Horse at 10 o'clock, and here I am. That's moving, you know that is. Now, let's have a drink. There's plenty for all. No, thank you. Oh, well, what about your wife then? Oh, that's not your wife. That's your sweetheart. To our wives and sweethearts, may they never meet. Oh, that's only my fun, you know. My wife's my sweetheart. We've been married 20 years. Pretty. Very pretty. Good as a picture to me. Oh, I know what it is. I've done my courting. Holding her up half the day and half the night, same as you're doing now. Oh, well, happy times. You can't beat them. Look at her now. Just dreaming. Happy and trusting. Oh, that's a nice little girl you got hold of there, young fellow. I can see that. You look after her, and you'll be one of the lucky ones, like me.
It's been a rotten cold day.
Well, what's a cold day to a warm heart? You don't notice the cold when you're with your little sweetheart. I wish I was your age again. Yeah, put your arm around her properly. Yeah, good look to her. Oh, don't worry about me. I've been young. I'm young yet. And I know what makes the world go round. It isn't money. It's love. Two hearts beating as one forever. Darling, I am growing older. Silver threads among the gold.
Oh, thank God he's gone.
Who's gone?
on?
A very large, tight gentleman with a mind like a cheap Christmas card. He called you my little sweetheart.
Poor Inigo, how disgusting. Well, I wonder if there'll be anyone here to meet us.
Well, that's that.
Oh, cheer up. And Inigo, thank you for looking after me. There.
And it came and went so swiftly, that kiss, that he hardly knew if it had really existed. And then he followed her along the platform to the barrier.